Hi. Um, it is like 3 o'clock. I can't really sleep. And so I've just been journaling and I kind of wanted to, um, if you see fur, that's because of my coat. But I kind of wanted to just share what I was writing or kind of just share in a way, talk about what I was feeling, video formed, like I'm adapting my novel into a movie. We'll say that. We'll consider it that. I'm adapting my thoughts from writing to film. So, but sorry. I just got a text. And I'm probably not gonna check that till tomorrow because I'm gonna forget that I got that text. And I don't like texting. To be honest, I don't find it appealing. I don't find it fun. I find that when I do ever feel social and I feel like using my social battery, I feel that I need to be very vocal, converse vocally. I don't like texting. It's not for me. Um, I feel like I feel more present in the moment and in a conversation, and I'm able to kind of well in a person's voice and I'm able to share a moment. I want to be very present when someone's talking to me. I don't like texting. I don't feel connected. It doesn't feel very intimate to me. And a big topic for me this past few months has been intimacy. And that's one of those things that, though intimate in theory, just not intimate to me. Anyways, I don't know what I'd call this video, but I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts. They're all about me, because I love talking about myself. That's why I've been posting little videos. But I said that I feel that I may often seem to come off very reserved and detached a lot of the times because, people do call me very reserved and very detached and that I don't like, I don't speak to people and I don't go out, and it's quite the opposite. Well, no, they're not wrong, but I it's because I usually try to keep to myself and I try to keep very serious and I try to keep things rational, and I just and I do have a lot of emotions, but I'm not gonna waste them on any small thing, and I strongly value my independence and my solitude. That's so when I don't go out, it's not because I'm like a recluse, but I very much value my alone time. My alone time is spent doing so much things that I like doing, and it's very healing when I'm having a bad time. I just need to be alone. And, you know, I'm honestly more focused on my aspirations and my ideas than connection with people. That sounds very like, ooh, I'm a loner or whatever the hell they're saying, but though I do value intimacy strongly, um, I do struggle on a personal level to connect with others emotionally because I I find that I like to view things from a bird's eye view, which I guess I can get more into later. But I like to view things from a very outer perspective, so it's like I'm watching TV all the time, and I see all these exhibited emotions, and I'm just kind of like, like not, anyways, and because I don't want to bother wasting my time on things to connect emotionally. I do value more philosophical and intellectual conversations with people because I do love a conversation. I love being able to share thoughts and opinions between people. You know, I usually don't give a crap about their opinions, but I like hearing them, you know? So, um, I do enjoy those kind of discussions with people aside from, I don't prefer anything too emotional because I won't know what to tell you because I'm always going to choose a rational um, outcome for things, and it might not be what people want to hear. Um, but because of that, I do feel like I'm challenged in having to be vulnerable with other people rather than maintaining an emotional distance with people. So when I have to choose to make attempts at having moments of some vulnerability, I feel like I can come off as very weird, and I don't mean to, you know. But when and it's not like I'm faking it. It's not like I'm faking it to like appease or be able to fit in. I'm not. It's not that. It's that I'm truly allowing myself to open up and give in to showing my vulnerability because I'm always so serious and I'm always trying to keep serious. Um, you know, and so when I'm around people that I'm really, really comfortable with, I am very much open. I'm getting so sick of all this fur. I'm very much always trying to be open. I'm always very much trying to be present and there. And if that version of myself is just very odd, many of my close friends can tell you that I am very weird. I could say weird things. I say stupid stuff all the time. Um, at least that's what they say. I think I'm just real, but everyone has a right to their own opinion about me, and that's okay. Um, and I love everyone for that. um, but beyond that exterior that I'm emotionally vacant, I'm reading. Um, I am very sensitive. I am. I am very sensitive. Um, but I often don't know how to share that with like a friend or family or any kind of partner that I have because I'm used to not. This is gonna sound really depressing and really sad, or like, oh, like I was alone, but like I didn't really have anybody, you know. I didn't have anyone to talk to about anything. I've never had anyone to speak to about anything that's like that I feel would be worth their while. And so, I kind of just I don't share, but also I'm when someone is there, I mean, I'll try, but I'm very much used to not having anyone there. I'm very much used to, I've kind of always had to pull myself through the thick of it. I've never really had anybody to kind of guide me through what I'm doing. And so I'm kind of in a way responsible for myself. I feel responsible for myself. So when things go wrong in my life, I'm very I'm very much like I'm gonna handle it myself. I'm gonna handle it on my own because no one's gonna be there. I get myself out of my own problems. I don't want anyone there to help me. That's why I very much say like I'm sad or something, like just leave me alone. Like I'm gonna get out of it myself. I'm fine. Um, and that's okay. I love that. I love that I'm able to do that. And everyone should learn how to pull themselves out of the muck. And I feel like people sometimes really want that person, and sometimes if you really want a person to be there when you're not feeling good, sometimes it comes off like attention grabbing, like, oh my god, I'm so sad. You know, like, you want people, sometimes people, I just feel like they want people to ask them what's wrong, or they want people to be like, no, no, it's okay, because they want to be assured in their own opinions. I'm already assured in my own opinions. I don't need nobody there. I don't need nobody to tell me what's going on. I can tell someone what's going on, but I know what's going on with me. I don't need, like, if I'm talking to you, it's because I need to talk to you, or it's because I just want to let it out and I want to speak about it. But I don't need your opinion. I don't need you to assure me what I'm feeling, or I need you to contradict what I'm trying to say. So I'm always going to handle it on my own. Because of that, I'm always handling it on my own. And, you know, and that's what I've grown accustomed to through communicating. And so how I've grown accustomed to communicating those conflicts that I have in my life is by communicating it through my work and my art and the things that I do, and the way that I express, and the things that I create are all expressions of things that I'm feeling, or things that I want to put out into the world. And that's why I've been very, you know, yeah, I've just been very, like, paintings or drawings or songs or poems. The songs, though, I've been very kind of in an era of trying to find a new, I guess, sense of self. I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm very much just, everything I know about writing songs is kind of changing. Everything I know about the type of music that I wanted to make has been changing. And so I'm just taking a moment to recuperate, and I'm taking some time to myself to just reevaluate everything I want to do and reevaluate everything I want to learn. And that's okay, because I know what I want ultimately, and I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna get what I want. If I want something, I'm gonna get it. So if you want something that bad, you go get it. You're not gonna sit there and cry like a baby. No, that's ugly. um, but that's like things you would often share with an emotional partner of sorts. You know, I had no one there to share with, so of course it's natural that my outlet of any conflict becomes that thing that I am often going to share with. And that's just me. You know, that's just how I work. That's how I feel comfortable. But, you know, but that kind of does, you know, but all of that, you know, all of those things about me and everything I just said in the past, like, 13-ish minutes, it all kind of comes back on my lack of being able to understand why some things, or like some people feel the way they do, or, you know, what they think about me. Like, I don't know if I'm liked or disliked by a lot of people. You know, even when I hang around people, like when I would go to school and I would hang out around people, I would always kind of feel like I wasn't often considered in a lot of the conversations. I wasn't really brought around. I was just kind of sitting there. You know, I mean, I've tried to put myself into, but no one really likes those type of people who, like, put themselves into conversations where they're not wanted. So I'm just kind of there, just like okay. So, you know, and it's just because, like, I'm used to reading people based on their emotional responses and their tactics, because, you know, I've literally said and done so much and everything in the book that I'm able to read within judgment of people. And when I say everything, I mean I've done so much embarrassing stuff that when I think about it, it, like, makes me wish I had somebody there to tell me, like, stop, like, please, like, stop. because that's really ugly. Like, you look so ugly doing that. You look so ugly saying that. You sound annoying by saying that. And if I had someone there, I would have been the way I am now a lot sooner. But I had to learn it the hard way and realize that I am so annoying. I am very annoying. And so I've tried over time, and I've gotten used to not trying to be annoying by not saying anything. So I keep to myself a lot of the times, a lot about my thoughts. But that's what these are, this video, because I want to talk about what I'm feeling. I want to talk about what I'm thinking. Because I want to share my opinion, and those who care to listen, care to listen. But, you know, hold on, I'm just trying to find my place. But yeah, I'm able to read within judgment rather than like people's perceptions of me, you know, and things like that. And, you know, I do wish I was thought about a lot of the time. And I'm not saying like, oh, I wish people thought about me. I wish people think about me. You know, I'm more saying that in the sense of, I wish, you know, I was a considered factor in a lot of things, you know. And it's maybe I do put myself in that situation where, because I ostracize myself to the bare minimum for me to at least be there, you know, I'm not a thought until I'm there. I'm not a thought till I show up. You know, no one, like, I can leave the room and I feel like no one's gonna give a crap. The moment I'm gone, they're gonna completely forget and move on about two other things and their other problems. Because everyone has their own problems. So I'm, you know, I'm not sitting here like, no one thinks about me, or whatever the hell they're saying. I guess it's more just, you know, I do feel it can be negative to me that I don't feel considered. I don't feel like people really don't think about me or the things that I do. I'm just kind of there. People talk to me sometimes, and then I can just leave, and they're not gonna notice because they got their own issues, and everyone does. I got my own issues, and I don't want to share them with you. You know, and things like that. And it's, you know, it's just one of those things, like, you know, I guess if I'm really unhappy in a situation, I'm not going to be in that situation. And so, you know, like, I don't favor being emotional over being objective. I'm a very objective person, you know, like, girl, if he's cheated on you like 2 times, why are you surprised about the 3rd time? That's kind of your fault at that point. Like, not to be a victim blame. I don't victim blame, but it's one of those things like, this has happened to you so many times at some point. At what point are you going to realize that maybe you're the problem? And so things like that, I'm very objective. I'm very, very objective. I try and think objectively. Like, if I'm not happy at a, like, if I'm at the function and I don't like the engagement, I don't like the vibes, I don't like the energy, I just don't feel like I'm having fun, am I just gonna try to have fun there, or am I going to just leave? I will leave. I will walk out the door. Y'all will not hear me step out the door. Y'all will not know that I'm gone. I will just leave. Sorry. You know, I kind of gotta go to the bathroom. Give me a second. Hi, I'm back. Okay, sorry. Where was I? I don't really remember where I was, but I did say, I remember leaving off, that I don't favor being emotional over being objective. Be objective. Really, get up. There's a problem, you don't gotta be there. Like, why? Why do you cry about it? Like, shut up. And, you know, I don't, you know, and that's part of those things that, you know, I wish people understood when I was trying to say, like, when I, That's another thing. When I say I can come off a certain way, like I don't seem empathetic, like I'm not. I'm very much not. I understand emotions and I feel these emotions, but I'm not using them in my actions. I'm very analytical. I'm very objective. And I wish people understood what I'm trying to say when I say things like that. You know, in general, I hate repeating myself. And I wish people would stop being like, what do you mean? And then I'm forced to have to explain my point even further when I've been very concise the first time. And that's just icky. Like, please, like, because it just makes me feel like you are not listening to me. It makes me feel like no one, like, I'm not being listened to. And it just makes me, it gives me more reason to be like, okay, I've been very concise. I was very thorough. I'm very strict. I'm going to explain it really in detail the first time because I refuse to repeat myself and I refuse to have you be like, what do you mean? I told you. And that's just not something I want to do. It's not something I really want to do. And you know, and that's, I think, because, and so that's, you know, and I wish people understood what I was trying to say when people are like, what do you mean when you say that? Or like, I come off very detached. I come off very not connected in the moment. Trust me, I am, but I'm very much viewing it from a bird's eye lens. Like a bird. I'm like a bird. You know, I'm very much like a bird. I feel like a bird. And I am viewing it from a overhead perspective. Just because I often like to pull back and look at everything from the bird's eye view. Just like I'm outside of it, because that's how I evaluate every situation. Even when I'm alone, I like to evaluate everything I do from an outer perspective, kind of just see it but not be it, you know? I want to see it, not be it, because I'm being it all the time, and I find joy in being able to see outside of it. So, yeah. And that's just kind of what's been on my mind. What I've been thinking about, what I've been feeling, what I've been I don't know. I wish I wrote down like an actual script for these types of videos, but then that's just too much effort and I'm like, ew, like, why? Like, I do prefer kind of going in blindly when I want to talk about something for a video, and this is my first attempt and it's going really well so far, so I like to kind of just talk blindly and go in, which is why sometimes it takes me like an hour to kind of go in, but I was journaling when I woke up. I woke up and I just started writing because I was feeling a lot of things. And so I started writing, and I was like, you know what, I want to talk about this. I feel like being verbal about it is very nice. And so if I ever feel like when I'm writing something that I need to be very verbal and I need to be very vocal about what I'm feeling, because like I said earlier, I very much value a vocal connection, because I do enjoy talking to people and I do enjoy a very philosophical and open conversation, not a debate, just a conversation, a trade, not a fight or things like that, you know what I mean? And so I very much value civil discussions about anything philosophical, anything poetic, anything in literature, anything in music, anything like this and this and that, but I don't want to talk about like a very personal thing. I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, I'm kind of just rambling now because I don't know how to end these types of things, but that's kind of how I've been feeling. That's what I've been thinking, and I thought it'd be good to share. I'm gonna try and get to bed now. I hope I could. I don't know if I can. My throat hurts a little bit. I think my mother got me sick. My window is opened. That could also be it, but I like being cold so that way I could bundle up and be really comfortable. I'm gonna try and be a teenage girl and giggle about people that I'm attracted to or something. And I'm gonna probably drink some tea, but my water thing is empty, so I gotta get a new, I gotta refill it. Anyways, once again, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. But keep a journal, write things down, think your thoughts. That's how I'm feeling, and be objective. Big takeaway: be objective. If you're here to the end, please be objective. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now. I love you. I love you a lot. To the 2 people who watch, because if you are one of the 2 people, you're probably one of my closest friends, or you're probably someone that I love a lot. So, I love you. I love you lots. And don't text me. Call me. Bye.